All right, moving on to question number 7. So again, I'm going to go ahead and start by taking the derivative of the left side and the right side. But if you notice on the left side, I have a product. So I'll use the product rule. All right, so let's go ahead and start by taking the derivative of the product rule. Remember, it's the derivative of the first, which is 12x squared times cotangent of y. Remember, it's the original second, so I didn't actually take the derivative. That's why I don't need to multiply by dy over dx. Plus, the derivative of cotangent of y is negative cosecant squared of y. Since I actually took the derivative of y, I do need to compensate by multiplying by dy over dx. And then I multiply by my original first, which is 4x cubed. Equals, let's go ahead and take the derivative of the y. It's of the right-hand side. It's just a sum, so it's just going to be 8x minus 4y cubed, and then I power down with the y, so I multiply by dy over dx. All right, so what you're going to do is you are going to collect all the terms that have a dy or dx attached to it. So that is those two terms. Everything else you're going to move to the right, and all the terms that have dy over dx you're going to move to the left. Now, I'm going to actually rewrite this and move that 4x cubed to the front just so I don't forget it. So it's negative 4x cubed cosecant squared of y dy over dx. Since it's negative on the right-hand side, it's going to be positive on the left, so 4y cubed dy over dx. Okay, I'm going to move this 12x squared cotangent of y to the right, so it becomes negative 12x squared cotangent of y. And I have positive 8x. It remains positive since I did not move it. From here, to get dy over dx by itself, I'm going to factor it out. I'm left with negative 4x cubed cosecant squared of y dy over dx. Oops, not dy over dx, since I factored it out, plus 4y cubed. And everything else remains the same. All I did on the left-hand side was factor out the dy over dx to get the process started with solving for it. Here, finally to get dy over dx by itself, you're going to divide negative 4x cubed cosecant squared of y plus 4y cubed. Now, if you notice, what you should also always check for is if you can factor out a GCF. The only numbers that you're looking at is the negative 12x squared, the 8x, the negative 4x cubed, and the 4y cubed. If you notice, they're all divisible by 4. Careful, not a 4x, is because the third term doesn't have an x to give away. So what we're going to do is divide everything by a 4. So I'm left with negative 3x squared cotangent of y plus, now it's 2x because I divided by 4, all over. When I divide this by 4, it's negative x cubed cosecant squared of y plus y cubed because I divided by 4. And that is my final answer.